The deserts of Egypt are timeless. Golden dunes stretch endlessly, whispering tales older than memory. And among these sands, where the sun scorches and shadows dance, rise the most enduring monuments humanity has ever built, the pyramids of Giza and the Great Sphinx. These stone giants have stood for thousands of years, gazing into the heavens, guarding secrets that may never be fully revealed. Their construction has inspired awe and reverence, but also one burning, eternal question. How did an ancient civilization achieve such wonders? Were these marvels born solely of human ingenuity, or did help come from somewhere beyond the stars? Imagine standing before the Sphinx, its massive form carved from bedrock, its gaze locked on the horizon as though watching for something or someone. Nearby, ancient hieroglyphs whisper stories of gods descending from the sky. To the ancient Egyptians, the boundary between mortal and divine was fluid, alive with mystery. But modern minds ask, were these gods merely symbolic, or something else entirely? Could the beings worshipped in temples and etched into stone have been visitors, not from another land, but from another world? The theory that extraterrestrials influenced ancient Egypt isn't a modern fantasy. It's an idea that has captivated imaginations for generations. Scientists, conspiracy theorists, historians, and dreamers alike have pondered it. While skeptics dismiss it as pseudoscience, its grip on public imagination remains firm, fueled by unanswered questions and the sheer magnificence of what the Egyptians achieved. Let's begin with the most iconic structure of all, the Great Pyramid of Giza. Towering nearly 150 meters high, composed of more than 2 million limestone blocks and aligned almost perfectly with true north, it continues to baffle engineers and archaeologists. How did a civilization with no modern machinery construct such a massive and precise structure more than 4,500 years ago? Ancient astronaut theorists argue that this precision isn't coincidental. To them, it's evidence of advanced knowledge, astronomical, mathematical, and technological, beyond what the Egyptians should have possessed. They suggest that the pyramids could only have been built with the assistance of beings capable of flight, perhaps from the stars. After all, understanding complex equations, aligning monuments with the stars, and moving multi-ton stones with pinpoint accuracy seems to some a task fit only for those with more than human capability. However, mainstream archaeology tells a different story. Decades of excavation and research have revealed the remains of workers' villages, tools, and quarries surrounding the pyramids. These findings paint a picture not of slaves or supernatural intervention, but of skilled laborers and highly organized teams working under royal command. Ingenious methods, including the use of copper tools, sleds, and water to reduce friction on sand, allowed for the movement of massive stones. The real miracle, many scholars argue, isn't alien assistance. It's human determination, organization, and brilliance. Still, the alien theory persists. And perhaps that's because the pyramids represent a leap in human achievement so massive, so sudden, that it challenges our understanding of ancient capabilities. As Egyptologist Dr. Joyce Tildesley has said, it's not appreciating the skills and abilities of the people of the past because we have sufficient evidence to show that these people could do this type of building. Yet, even with her words in mind, the question lingers in the minds of many. What if the evidence we have is only part of the story? Beyond the pyramids, one figure stands out as a lightning rod for extraterrestrial speculation: Akhenaten, the heretic pharaoh. Ruling during the 14th century BC, Akhenaten did the unthinkable. He cast aside Egypt's pantheon of gods in favor of a single deity, Aten, the sun disk. His reign marked a radical departure from tradition, both religious and artistic. Statues of Akhenaten show him with elongated limbs, a narrow face, and a bulbous skull, features that have led some to speculate he may not have been entirely human. To ancient alien theorists, Akhenaten was more than a revolutionary. He may have been an alien hybrid, or at least in contact with otherworldly beings. His depiction, they argue, isn't artistic exaggeration or symbolic representation, but a literal reflection of his appearance. His focus on a celestial god, his break from tradition, and the mystery of his missing remains after death only deepen the intrigue. Could it be that Akhenaten's Aten was not the sun at all, but a craft, a being, or an intelligence from beyond Earth? Mainstream scholars propose simpler explanations. Akhenaten's unique features could be the result of a genetic disorder such as Marfan syndrome. His religious shift may have been political, an attempt to consolidate power and unify a divided priesthood. And his missing mummy? Possibly lost, destroyed or hidden during a period of upheaval. Still, to those who believe in ancient visitors, the coincidences are too striking to ignore. And then there's the Sphinx, guardian of the Giza Plateau, shrouded in mystery. Traditional archaeology dates it to the reign of Pharaoh Khafre, but some researchers argue it's much older. They point to erosion patterns on its body, claiming they were caused not by wind and sand, but by water, suggesting the Sphinx predates the Egyptian civilization by thousands of years. If true, who built it, and for what purpose? More radical theories go further. They propose that the Sphinx is a marker, a communication device, or even part of a vast system of portals, a stargate used by ancient civilizations to travel between planets or dimensions. These ideas, popularized by television shows and books, may sound outlandish, but they continue to attract believers. Why? Because Egypt, with its grandeur and gaps in knowledge, invites us to wonder. Supporters of these theories also point to the mathematical codes allegedly hidden within the pyramids. It is said that the Great Pyramid encodes the value of pi, the golden ratio, and the speed of light. Its placement, precisely at the geographic center of the Earth's landmass, seems too perfect to be coincidence. David Childress, a frequent contributor to the show Ancient Aliens, insists that such precision implies guidance from beings with advanced understanding. You can't just dismiss all of this as coincidence, he argues. Skeptics respond that with enough measurements and numbers, patterns will emerge, some intentional, others coincidental. Astrophysicist Cornelius de Jager famously demonstrated that even a bicycle could be analyzed to reveal cosmic measurements if one tried hard enough. But the believers remain undeterred. And sometimes, the theories move beyond architecture. In 2001, Russian scientist Dr. Viktor Ivanovich claimed the KGB had uncovered alien remains inside the Great Pyramid. No evidence has surfaced to support this story, yet it continues to thrive in conspiracy communities, amplified by internet forums and sensational media. Pop culture has ensured that these ideas are more mainstream than ever. From the X-Files to Prometheus, aliens and ancient Egypt are now inextricably linked in the public imagination. But why do these theories persist, despite the lack of hard evidence? Perhaps it's because the story of Egypt is incomplete. The hieroglyphs remain only partially deciphered. Entire tombs and cities are yet to be excavated. In the end, the question is not just about aliens, it's about ourselves. We see in Egypt a mirror, reflecting both our achievements and our uncertainties. Whether these monuments were built with divine help, extraterrestrial guidance, or the genius of human hands, they stand as eternal symbols of imagination, power, and mystery. As the sun sets over the pyramids and shadows stretch across the ancient stones, the mystery endures. Is the truth buried beneath the sands, waiting to be unearthed? Or does it lie within our relentless desire to understand where we come from, and who, or what, may have walked among us in ages past?